In a small, bustling town lived Eden, a 47-year-old civil engineer, respected for his technical brilliance, but quietly drowning in the shadows of his own life. The weight of a crumbling marriage, estranged children, and a career that once soared but now stagnated had turned his life into a quiet desperation. But one worn-out, serendipitously found book in a secondhand store would change his life forever. Nothing is worth more than this day. Chapter 1. The Silent Collapse. Eden had it all once: prestige, promotions, family outings, and pride. But as years passed, the joys faded. The long hours, the sleepless nights on construction sites, and the obsession with future success had robbed him of the present. His wife, Mira, left him after 20 years of marriage. His son, Anish, rarely replied to his texts from Australia. His job had become a routine: deadlines, reports, meetings. One rainy afternoon, on his way home from work, he ducked into a dusty old bookstore. There, half buried under a pile of forgotten literature, he found a thin book. Nothing is worth more than this day. He bought it for 50 rupees without much thought. Chapter 2. Awareness, the pain of the present. The first quote he read hit him hard. Today is a gift. That's why it is called the present. That night, as rain tapped against his windows, Eden sat by his desk and wrote for the first time in years. He noted how much of his life he had spent chasing tomorrows, ignoring the people and moments around him. This chapter of his life was about pain, but the necessary kind that births awareness. He started noticing the colors in the sky during morning walks, the warmth in a stranger's smile, the chirping of birds that he had tuned out for decades. Chapter 3. Slowing down. Eden began adjusting his routines. He stopped eating lunch at his desk and started walking to the nearby park. He ate slowly. He breathed deeply. He stopped rushing through his days. He reflected on another line. It is not length of life, but depth of life. The world didn't collapse when he started declining late meetings. Colleagues initially mocked his changes, but over time, they noticed a calmer, more composed version of Eden. He was still excellent, but now also kind. Chapter 4. Reconnecting. He reached out to his son, not with complaints or guilt trips, but with simple messages. Thinking of you. I hope today was good. He mailed him a book with underlined passages and sticky notes. One quote stood out: "The only thing we really have is now." Weeks later, Anish replied. They began video calling once a week, talking not just of achievements but about their daily lives, sunsets, failures, and tea. Eden also called Mira, not to win her back, but to apologize for being absent even while present. It was the most honest conversation they'd had in years. Chapter 5. Letting go of the ego. Eden was overlooked for a major project at work. The younger engineer got it. The old Eden would have fumed. This Eden felt disappointed, but also strangely liberated. He remembered: stop measuring days by degree of productivity and start experiencing them by degree of presence. He congratulated the young engineer genuinely and offered mentorship. That engineer, overwhelmed, later thanked him for being a real leader. Chapter 6. Redefining success. One evening, Eden took a bus ride to a small village to attend the wedding of a former site worker's daughter. No one expected him to come. He sat under the stars, surrounded by music and smiles. He thought, happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. He realized his success was never in his titles, but in moments like these. Chapter 7. A New Dawn. Eden started journaling publicly, sharing daily thoughts and learnings online. His blog, This Day Matters, began to grow slowly. He spoke at local colleges, not about engineering, but about living deliberately. Students admired his vulnerability and depth. One of them said, "Sir, you made me realize it's okay to be lost sometimes." Chapter 8. The Wise Man. Now in his early 50s, Eden lives a slower life. He drinks tea on his rooftop every morning, watching the sun rise without checking emails. He still works, but doesn't live to work. He has rebuilt gentle connections with his family. He smiles more. One morning, a neighbor asked him, "You seem different these days. Happier. What's the secret?" Eden smiled and said, "Nothing. Just that nothing is worth more than this day." Eden's story is a reminder that no matter how lost or broken life seems, Change begins with awareness. Every quote from the book Nothing is Worth More Than This Day helped Eden not escape life, but embrace it fully. And as we go about chasing goals and timelines, may we also remember to pause, breathe, and live, because this day, this very moment, is all we ever really have.